that was Vox Pop, as I said, my favorite. You never know who you're going to run into on the streets of Istanbul or in the Garden of Six News. And so we've now moved Cam over to his clogging position. And Cam, explain a little bit about clogging before maybe you can give us some...
Well, really, it comes from French-Canadian fiddle tradition, and it's a way of accompanying yourself on the fiddle, provide some rhythmic accompaniment. But I actually learned from two Acadian guys who lived in Nova Scotia. And I was actually in a bush camp in northern British Columbia, planting trees, and these two guys were on French CBC radio on some kind of mission to find interesting jobs across Canada, and they ended up in the camp, and they actually hated it there, which was very funny. But he showed me one day. He showed me how to how to do this with my feet, and I've sort of been doing it ever since. It's kind of a nice way to add some extra rhythmic texture into the playing.
Right.
And it, keeps me on time a little bit.
I'd love to hear you play and clog. So,
okay.
Well,
what I'll do is I'll do a short little alap, like just kind of a nice intro into most of the tunes, and then I'll start. This is a piece I call Beats Crime, and it's kind of I guess a reference to musicians, as the choice between, a life of crime and a life of music. So music apparently beats crime.
That's great.
I was told that once playing, somebody said, "Well, that beats crime."
All right, so that sounds
Here
good.
it is.
Great. Wonderful. Yeah. That's a really interesting combination, and it's a Appalachian French Canadian background, or
well, this tune I
really
wrote
cool.
This tune. It's a little blues based because I mean if you think of the scale is basically a blues type scale. With that, and it's a melody I put together, kind of based on that. And that's a lot of the tunes I write are like that. And so, that's why there is a connection between Indian classical music, I guess, and kind of the sort of things I was writing. Obviously, a whole different flavor and style and everything, but I could relate to it in a certain way.
The clogging, the timing, I find it very fascinating, and it's this wonderful, and like that tabla drone maybe kind of idea. Did you find a similarity between those two, or?
Well, it's.
That's maybe not so much tabla, but with the harmonium and some things that there's.
Yeah. It's a constant, and I've learned over the years to be able to play with the time a little bit. As having this as just a standard kind of rhythmic thing that's going on,
Right.
and then I'll improvise over top of it and play different rhythms and displace the time here and there. It's it came fairly natural to me, but I've been doing it for so long that it's that what I need to develop it more especially now that I'm playing more odd time signature things, but I can't clog to it.
Right.
I can't clog in 5 or 7.
No, I was going to say.
There's got to be a way of doing it, and I haven't figured it out.
Yeah. I'd love to hear something else. Is there something else you'd like
sure.
to be able to play? And it's really nice to have. I don't know how many clogging fiddle violin players are in Istanbul, but I think you're the only one right now. So I think we should capitalize on this and get you to play another song for us.
Sure. This is a piece I call "Lost on the Ghost Main," and the Ghost Main is a logging road in northern Alberta. Easy to get lost on. Okay.
That's a really that double slide thing. That's pretty. I've never seen that before.
Parallel fifths.